I just had to turn the tape over. We're still going.
All
We're
right.
still going strong, Norma.
Well, when the train come, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. It was just had a little while. We was home. But Dad was walking on the railroad track, up and down till we got there. I suppose he thought we'd disappear or something over the...
Sounds like he kept pretty good, close track of you.
Well, of course he did. He didn't have anybody else.
Yeah.
And Grandma was sure to help.
Now, Grandma was his mother?
Yeah.
Did she live with you?
No, she
No.
lived not with us. She lived in her own house across the road.
Oh.
No, she was able to live by herself and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He kept her with groceries and everything all the time.
Was she a widow?
Yeah. My grandfather was a doctor. He had an office in Girling for years. And this was a mighty long time ago to me because he died when I was just a little bitty girl, you know. But I remember him well.
Do you?
Yeah. He was a big old man. His hair was kind of red, you know. And
What was his first name?
Frank.
Frank Griffin.
Yeah.
So he died before 1910, then if he died when you were a little girl.
Yeah, well, he did.
So he went way back in Grayling.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was the first one of the family at all that was around Girling, or around this part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
He come up here, he liked it so well, he got Dad to come.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, Grandpa had been here quite a while when Dad come. As I remember, Grandpa, as well as anything, we liked him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did your father have many brothers and sisters?
No.
No.
Didn't have any.
Didn't have any.
And no brothers at all. He had one sister, she died when she was 19 years old.
Wow.
My mother had quite a big family. I think there was eight of them.
What was her maiden name?
What was that president's name? Oh, shoot.
Well, there was Lincoln. There were a lot of presidents.
Yeah, but this man was the president. What did they can do with it?
A recent president?
What?
A recent one? Or one that we had a long time ago?
Well, it was quite a while ago, but...
McKinley?
well, no, it was way this side of McKinley.
This side.
Yeah. He got... Oh, I'll tell you, they shot him in Texas going across there.
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Her name was Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she was Scotch and Irish.
Then did she immigrate to America?
No, not her.
Her parents?
Her parents.
Her parents immigrated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They lived in Canada.
Oh.
They come to a little town in Matamora. Didn't Matamora down the road from that. It was Thornville where they was. And Thornville's right there yet.
I'm not
Mama's mother died.
I'm not,
By Lapeer?
What?
Where's Thornville?
Oh, it's in the county, it's as far as I know.
In the county, down by Lapeer, where her family was, you mean?
Well, up here was
Was the bigger town.
yeah.
So in that area anyway. We'll look it up. Don't worry, Norma.
no, don't worry about it, yeah.
Don't worry about
No,
that.
but
Tell me what you remember about the community. What else people did for entertainment? At the Opera House, did they have plays or do you remember any of that?
no, I don't know the names of them, but
No.
there was Mrs. Coon that was played in, you know. It was,
Did
But
you
that-
go? Did your family go to see the plays?
yeah.
Because there was not a theater when you were young.
Nope. No, I remember the theater when I come to Roscommon. Mr. Silsby was the man that built it.
That must have been a big deal.
Yes, it was.
Sure.
Of course, we'd been to the movies because every time we went down to Lapeer, where Mama's folks went and everything like that, we went to the show. So we went over to Flint. And
Do you remember what the first show was that you saw?
Well, no, it ain't been. I knew I did a while ago. I can't think right now.
Okay, that's
Okay.
all right. Do you remember what the first one was that came to Roscommon?
What's going on?
I think,
There's somebody.
somebody coming to see her.
It's a lady friend that doesn't.
No, that don't.
If you remember, what was the first movie that came to Roscommon? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
You remember the theater being built though.
Yeah. Yes, I remember it being built. Used to.
Go to the movies a lot?
No,
No.
but people used to give them money to go to the show with.
Uh-huh.
You know, they once a week was the size of that. You know,
Well, that was all right.
it was. And
Sure.
it was all they needed or ever thought of. Oh, because there were a lot of kids that didn't go to the show only once a week.
Mm-hmm. Did your husband hunt?
My first husband did. Oh, yes.
You ate venison?
He was a very good hunter. And he had a deer and everything. And
Did you take in extra people when the hunters came to town too?
yeah, we had his brother, his two brothers from Detroit. His brothers and sisters and all the whole family lived in Detroit. But yeah, they come up, they'd stay maybe a week and a half or something like that. And
You were the cook, huh?
yeah, so it's a
Did you can venison?
A little. I never had too much venison. But I used to can it. I'd can anything else that they had around there to can.
Did you have a big garden?
No.
No.
No, Dick had a couple of goats that he would not get rid of them. He had them when he was a kid. And by Jimmy, his kids were going to have them too. And my kids didn't give a darn about them.
Did you milk them? Did you take their milk?
No.
No, they were
You
just
don't
a pet.
feed animals that you don't feed.
Yeah. So they were just hanging around, huh?
Yeah. Eating up everything they could find. Everything.
How long did you have the goat? Too long, huh?
About 5 years anyway.
Did you really?
I sold them eventually. Me, myself. I got rid of them cussed things.
Well, good for you.
I had a nice black dog too. He was a good dog. He was a good dog. The lady in the post office at Laverne,
Luzerne.
and yeah, anyway, they had to get rid of him because they'd seen him chasing teeth. What was I going to say?
Chasing the deer?
No, sheep.
Oh, the sheep.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you took him, huh?
They never caught him. No, the woman, I used to know what her name was. She was a postmistress at I don't know, it wasn't little, I don't know what the devil, one of them little towns.
Out at El Dorado?
Yeah, probably like that. Yeah, I think that's what the name of it was. But she gave him to Dad. And the Dad brought him home and gave him to me. And he was an awful nice dog.
What was his name?
His name was Major. His name was Major. He was a black dog. He was a he was a good dog, though. He come from one of them places in Detroit where they raise dogs. I had him for a long time.
So he was good with your children, too,
Oh, yeah.
then? Yeah. Well, that was
He
nice.
come up one time when I had Lorraine on my lap. She was just a little baby, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just know anything about a dog at all. But I was having her on my lap, but you looked up at that baby, you gave her a little bit, and from that time on, that dog slept under that baby's,
Basket, or?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He put himself
Never
in charge
did.
of the baby. huh?
Yeah, I was darn glad to.
Sure. Why, sure, that's great.
Kids was all pretty young at that time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But of course there wasn't as many of them then either. Lorraine is.
Right.
Is she in the middle?
It was Dick and Mary and
Yeah.
Lorraine.
Yeah, she's.
Okay, why don't you can you name your children in order for me?
Well, I hope so.
Okay, you start.
Well, there's Dick. He's Richard. And then there was Bobby. I lost Bobby. Bobby was, he died of spinal meningitis. But another kid in the country that had it, I don't know where. He was about 7, what was he? He was just a little guy, but 3 years old.
Oh, that had to be a heartbreak.
Oh, yes, he was a nice little boy. I loved my children.
Why,
Oh,
sure.
just awful. I just did.
Why, sure. So who was after Bobby?
Marion. Marion comes next. And after Bobby was
After Marion.
after Jim, I think.
We've got Dick, Bob, and Marion.
Lorraine.
Lorraine come afterwards. I think it was Lorenda's younger than, she's younger than Jim.
No, she's older than Jim.
Wait a minute. Yeah, she'd have to be older than Jim. But not too many years. Because Lorraine ain't very young anymore, God, no. And, well, God, you know more of that, the ages than I do. There's a lot of people that can do that.
Okay, so who's after Jim?
Well, I was just trying to
No,
think.
after Lorraine.
After Lorraine, she had Jim.
No, after Lorraine there was Don, Tony.
Yes, it was Don.
Okay, let's start again now. Richard, Bob, Marion, Lorraine,
Don,
Don,
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Jim.
Well, so I had a piece of paper, I couldn't even write them down.
And then there was Billy. Where did Billy come
Billy's the youngest one.
Eddie then.
Yeah,
Eddie and
Eddie and Bill are the two youngest ones.
Okay, then that's it, isn't it?
We missed one. That's okay. We'll catch it later.
Did you have another one that died, Norma?
Yes, we did.
Died as an infant?
Yeah. Yeah, just a little guy, 3 years old, I guess he was.
Other than Bob? You had Bob
Yeah,
that
yes,
died,
Bob-
but there
Bob
was
was
another
the-
one that died too?
Yes.
And what was his name?
The devil was it. Bobby. So I can't remember.
That's okay.
That's okay. Where are the children buried?
The Roscommon.
In the town here, cemetery? Okay. Well, is there anything else that you want to tell us about what Roscommon was like? You told us about the train. And, oh, I know, I wanted to ask you what changes when the electricity came? What were the first things that you...
What?
When electricity came, when you first got electricity at your house?
Well, I didn't. We never had electricity at that house till I come back to Roscommon.
Oh, from Detroit?
No, I lived in the country out here.
Oh, and you never had electricity out there? So when you didn't have it till you moved into town later?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but those years I lived out there in that darn old place.
So you raised your children cooking on a wood stove
Sure.
all the time? Oh my gosh.
Well, they didn't think of that. You got
Well,
a good stove. I had a good stove.
Get a good
Well,
stove.
sure. So how old were you when you moved into town? Do you remember?
What?
Like what year did you move into town?
I can't remember the dates.
Would have been in the 40s.
But let me see.
Was it before the war or after the war?
Well, it was after.
After the Second World War?
Yeah, Yeah.
In the late 40s?
Oh dear, right in there someplace where I lost track of everything.
What did you like best about having electricity?
A great relief, probably.
Did you like, I imagine the lights were wonderful.
They were.
Did you have a refrigerator right away, an electric refrigerator?
No, I didn't. I can't remember about it.
Did you get an electric stove?
No, I never did. Yes, I did after I built my house out by the lake. I got married again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He's an old man, but he wanted a house. You'll think I'm crazy. I tell you how we got married. We went to get a house to live in at the lake where he worked on everything that anybody ever does around the lake. All the, breaking leaves and cutting grass and
You did everything. You did odd jobs all over.
yeah, that's a wonderful place if you've got kids and you want to keep them home where they belong. And that's a lovely place to live. I own my own little home out there yet. That's where Jim is. Right today.
And that's where you first had most of your electric things?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, a refrigerator.
And when did you marry Mr. Coggins?
When did I marry him? That's a hell of a thing. Well, Tony, it was in the 8th grade or something when I married Mr. Coggins.
Tony was in the 8th grade?
I think it was Tony. I don't know whether
Then that would have been in the late 40s.
it was someplace in there, I know, but I can't think of the devilish name. But when we got married and got our house built, why, it was a whole new thing. I'd never owned a house to live in, nothing of my own, you know. But the kids liked it. And they were tickled to death about it. They went to work with him, worked like the devil with him. All those raking leaves and cutting brush and all that stuff. He cut a road out from the highway to the marsh. We had a marsh just a little ways from our house, you know, back out there.
When you lived out there, you didn't come to town as much then, did you?
Well, I think we went a little more. Went to the show every week.
Did you really?
Sure
It
did.
was even a better deal, huh?
Well, more like living.
Uh-huh. You were farther away from town though, weren't you?
What? Oh, yes,
You-
we could.
yeah.
It was
Did
8
you have a-
miles.
You had a car, did you have a car?
Oh,
When you
yeah,
married
he
Mr.
was,
Coggins had a car?
Yeah, absolutely. He had a Chevrolet.
All right.
Well, that's what he had. Well, we lived right out there where, I'm going to anything. But anyway, oh, it doesn't matter any, I guess.
You were on the north end of the lake?
No.
No, it's not. It's,
Oh, I'm not sure about American Legion.
you know where the bank is at the lake?
On the west side.
Yes, it's on
Oh,
the west
okay.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just moved little ways, the bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the store and bigger store and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we lived, was in there. Just a little ways from the store. Our house is built a little farther away from the store, but we're right on the light line where it comes in from the lake. It comes in there and goes down past the stores and restaurant and whatever there is at the lake there.
Is that where,
Is that where your house is now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
is that near where Evan Fraser's husband had his place? Oh, no, it was Albasta had the store.
No,
No, not near there.
no, because you live closer to, do you know where Ebert's Resort?
Yes, I know
You
where
lived near Ebert's
Yeah.
Resort, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The bank is right there. And there's a nice restaurant
So
there.
you had life a little bit easier then.
Oh, much, much, much.
Well, that was
much,
good.
much,
You
much.
deserved it, huh?
Yep. We went away on Thursday night. You know, we just got sick and tired of trying to find a house, you know. And we got that house where to live in. Out there, that's all built boats. He had his daughter went to high school and graduated. Some of my kids.
Oh, okay.
What was her name? Well, I can't remember. I didn't know her anyway. But we're singing. But we bought 3 lots in that subdivision that they put on the, you know, we got on the end of it. End of that subdivision there.
Fairview.
Fairview is the name of it. Name of the street. That's the name of the street too. The one that goes on the east side of the house. I can't possibly remember that other street that goes along on the south side of where the house stands. I can't remember the name of that damn thing at all. I was just simply forgotten everything about it. I can't remember it at all. There was no houses or anything, it was just woods.
So you had the house built?
Hmm?
You had the house built? Or did your husband build it?
We just built it by hand.
Oh, wow.
And Jim is so mad. He fixes a lot of things. Fixes a lot of things. That's what he does.
I know every time he comes up
He
here,
comes
he's
up
up there
here,
doing something.
I'll bet he does. Him and what's his name, they get together and they tell everything. That pair of kids.
He and Dave?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What's
Yeah.
his name?
Dave Doherty.
Dave Doherty. But just like one of my own kids.
Huh.
Yes, there was that kids. Thank God, there were boys. A little fellow, that one, guess about the only one that's left of them now.
You mean Sherm and Ben?
Sherm. I don't know where any of the rest of them is now, but Sherman's the one I'm talking about.
Ben still
He
lives
used
here
to
too.
come to my house when he was just a little guy. I don't know if he's in school yet or not even. But he was a good boy to have around. I was cutting up some Rhubarb. I had a big patch of rhubarb.
Oh.
Yeah, and it grew just beautiful. And I was cutting it up to the cans or doing it. And Sherm come out in the kitchen. He was sitting at the dining room table next to him, you know. I don't know where the kids all was right now. It was around, but they hadn't come in yet. And anyway, he looked over at me and he said, "Hey, let me have that knife." I handed him my paring knife, and I looked at that, and he got me a butcher knife then. And he cut the rest of that rhubarb up in just a few seconds. It was all cut out. Well, he was like that, you know. If you were doing something like that, he'd pitch right in and help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still helping people today.
Would you want me to do that?
I thought you might want a little drink.
Yeah, I do.
Can you get it?
Yeah, I get it. God, that needs some ice.
Oh, does it? Is it
Hope
warm?
it goes awful warm.
Next time you come by.
They come in and change the ice every once in a while, but
Mm-hmm.
I got a frog in my throat.
So you lived out by the lake for a long time. Yeah. So a lot of changes out there.
Yeah,
Are there close
well,
neighbors?
that old fellow that I married, it was kind of strange. His family, he got into some kind of a row with them all the time. And they just didn't seem to hit it off no way. They were kind of a bunch of hoodlums anyway. And but they all got married. And the best one of the bunch was the boy, his son. He's dead right now too.
When did your husband die?
Oh, I'm not different. Around about 1978 or something like that.
So you've been a widow over 20 years?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had a beautiful party when we was married. 25 years.
Did you?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
nice.
a big party.
Uh-huh. That's something worth celebrating.
Yes, it was a nice party and a lot of people there.
How many grandchildren do you have?
I can't remember anymore. I've got great-grandchildren too, you know.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I think we've covered most everything. Do you have any other things to
No.
suggest?
she knows all about everything, though.
She knows a lot, let me tell you.
Well, I was born here too, you know.
Yeah.
You bet you was.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed hearing about your basketball playing.
Well,
That was great, and you're raising your family.
And I learned a lot today too.
how come?
Good. Good.
You mean you know a lot that you didn't know?
That's right.
Goodness gracious, you lived in Roscommon? I know where she lived.
Well, it's a privilege for us to be able to talk with you. I don't think we've had anyone else. Well, Salome Shepherd was almost 100 when we interviewed her.
I've known Salome Shepherd since just about the
bet you
time
do.
she come to Roscommon from Frederick.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, she was a nice gal.
Oh, she was so nice, and she was a smart girl too.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that she happened to take over I heard she did anyway, took over the Ford sales, and Mr.
When
what's his
he
name?
died.
Oh, he wouldn't. No, long before he died. He got so he He was just losing everything, you know. He drank all the time.
Oh, uh-huh.
And
So she took the reins, huh?
I heard she did, and I wouldn't wonder what she did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she has a daughter. Is that Lorraine? Is that Lorraine?
I don't know. It's 3:30. What time does she get out of work?
3:30.
Yeah. Well, I think we did quite well, Mrs. Coggins, and we sure appreciate
No, that
No,
ain't.
that's not her.
That's
That's not
not.
her.
No.
No.
But that car,
Does that look like her car?
it certainly does.
Well, it's
The
not.
wrong color. Her color, her car's dark green, you know.
Oh, yeah, off they go. Well, we appreciate your taking the time to talk with us. It was very nice. And I bet you there's going to be a celebration come October 10th.
I think there is.
I think so. Okay,
I think there is. I don't
there
know.
isn't anything else. I think we'll be done, okay?
Oh,
If you think of something else,
a
we'll
lot
add
of
it.
things I've forgotten that I wish I could remember.
Well, if you can think of something, tell Jim. Or
I'll
tell
tell-
Lorraine.
Yeah, either one of them can remember. Dick, too, is another one.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers the darndest things, just simply everything.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Well, I used to remember.
Was Dick born here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Dick was born in Detroit.
Mm. Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Norma. All right, we're in the
Okay, we're talking
Church.
about, we're
Oh.
talking about the Galmores, about
Yeah,
what
well,
Mrs.
yeah.
Coggins remembers about the Galmores.
Where we lived was the old schoolhouse here. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. She was so scared of everything. You thought I'd take it there right out in the middle of the woods. The great mountain. I never was afraid in my life, I don't think. Because we lived where there might be a bear or whatever.
And your girlfriend went to Mrs. Galmore's with you?
Yes, we had to stay all night to make it worse. We had to be up so early in the morning. Be back to the courthouse to
Uh-huh.
do our examination. At that time,
Examination for what?
eighth,
8th grade examination? Oh, okay.
but it was at that time, instead of town, but the state, what that was, what the way that was. You know,
Yes, I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh, that's a,
So you stayed at the Galmore house one night then?
yeah. Yes, I stayed there. But for me, of course, I'd never stayed there before, and they were Mama, and whatever her name was. What was her name?
Mrs. Gallimore.
Yeah,
Ella.
Ella.
yeah, but I was gonna say,
You mean
that
her?
lady, where we went to Roscommon. Go neighbor, but went to this other place. Well, it was the Christ, I was in the courthouse in that India. And then buried everybody in town.
Mrs. Robbins.
Yeah, Mrs. Robbins. Well, Mrs. Robbins and my mother were very good friends.
Oh, okay.
Is there something wrong with
Oh, yes, water never hooked up right. It doesn't keep going. Okay, I think we got most of this about the Galmores, but I'm not sure. Anyway, you do remember that she was a good cook and,
Oh, yes.
and,
Oh, yes.
Stay
She's a
there.
beautiful cook.
and you said on special occasions people would, you'd been there to eat when someone graduated or something.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Do you remember Mr. Galmore?
Yes.
What was he like?
Well, you didn't see so much of him. He was just a little old man. But he was nice.
Friendly?
Nice. Huh?
Friendly?
Yes, friendly. He used to pick up the people that come in the train station, you know, and pick them out and take them to the lake. So, Mrs. What was her name? People owned that hotel.
Oh, which hotel? The Northern?
No, it was right on the lake.
Oh, Burdell's?
No, it's not Burdell.
Carpenter? Skingley?
Carpenter. The name is Carpenter.
Carpenter, that's the one.
Yeah. Yes, we do the Carpenters very well. You knew the Burdells too, but they were younger people. You know, the Burdells were.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember a hotel called Cole? C-O-L-E?
Oh yes.
Where was that?
Well, it was on the lake shore. No. You know where our schoolhouse was?
The Wayne School.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
On Maple.
you went right down from the schoolhouse right to the lake shore, right toward the
Oh, at
lake.
the end of Maplehurst.
And it's right there where, in later years, DeWitt's built in there too, right on the lake shore.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Cole Hotel was?
Just
Near
a
there?
just a little ways down shore,
Oh,
or due
okay.
south.
Okay.
Yes, my sister used to work for Mrs. Cole.
Really?
She had $4 a week, and she fished all in the afternoon if she wanted to, or played all afternoon.
Uh-huh.
But the funny part of it was when they wanted some fish, they'd sent Florence out on the lake all by herself, and she'd fish some fish for dinner.
No kidding. So she did like light housework for them?
She did, I don't know what all she done,
Wow.
but she liked Mrs. Cole, and they used to have a grand time.
Well, that's wonderful. Did she spend the whole summer out there?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, that's something to know. We never knew what
It was
little
a
hotel
nice place to go. It was really nice.
Like how many guest rooms were there? Do you remember? How big was
I
it?
don't know that.
Was it 2 stories?
Yes, it was 2 stories.
Yeah. So it's probably as big as the Hotel Burdell?
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Really? Wonder what happened to it. Do you remember? It isn't there anymore.
Carpenters.
Carpenter's is still there. The house
Yeah.
is still there. And they took
I
Burdell's
knew that,
down.
yeah, but
Did it burn down?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The Cole Hotel. Well, I don't think it burnt down. I knew just exactly where it was.
We'll have to ask around up there.
I just don't remember what
Okay.
become of that.
Well, you remember a lot of things, so
Yes.
that's all right.
It's been fun.
Well, good. Well, we're glad.
Well, we're glad you, it was fun
But
for
you're so
us.
provoked, though. There's so many things that I know, and I can't get it off the end of my tongue.
That's okay.
That's
you did,
okay.
You did great.
You did really good.